Hello everybody, Snowflake here, and welcome to a new episode of The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The last episode was one of the shortest. This may end up being the shortest episode in the entire series. We had a very, very simple task of bringing a mammoth tusk to Isolde, because she apparently wanted one. I can't even remember why, but we gave it to her, and that was it. Pretty simple miscellaneous quests, but we're going to be getting into some real stuff in this episode. We're going to be starting off with the Dragonborn DLC now. I've explained in the past that I've only ever played vanilla Skyrim, so any of the DLC quest lines, Dragonborn, Dawnguard, etc. I have no idea about, never played it. The only thing I knew was a little bit about, well, not the only thing I knew, but the main thing I knew about the DLC was only the part we've experienced already, where the Dragonborn, you get attacked. Once the Greybeards called out to you by a bunch of cultists who claim that you're the false Dragonborn or something like that, and you pick up their orders and that kicks off the DLC. That's all I know, and that's already happened, so everything else is going to be new to me. So let's see how this goes. I've been attacked by a group of people claiming to work for someone named Miraak. I need to find out why they're trying to kill me, and so I should look for the boat in Windhelm they used to travel from Solstheim. And I don't know if we were going to find this out anyway, but I think Solstheim is like an island between Windhelm and between Skyrim and Morrowind. And I think no, that's just a shipwreck, isn't it? Anyway, let's go to Windhelm, because apparently that's where we need to go. I wonder if... Anyway. Windhelm is the oldest city in Skyrim, maybe the oldest human city on the continent. That's interesting.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Oh.
Get away. If the guards would listen to Viola, they'd have caught the butcher by now.
Who's the butcher?
I love my husband, but he can be a bit dull at times.
Wink wink.
Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me. Yes? What do you need? Yes?
Okay. Seeing what extra dialogue you had.
You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
Oh, thanks for the map update, Mr. Guardman. I'm just gonna leap off this bridge if you don't mind. Try and do this in as safe a manner as possible. I don't know what I was worrying about, really. And there is a boat. Got me able to take pretty decent full distances. Alright. What? It's like, why can't I put my weapons away? But there we go. Wait, what? Are these not wooden stuff that I can steal? Just this bucket? Okay. Tanning rack, we don't have any leather on us. We're allowed to take the salmon. Not the baskets or buckets. Oh, we can take these ones though. Clothes. Drum. Oh, okay.
Releasing a captured dragon. I don't think I'll ever understand that one.
It's pretty easy to understand, Guard. We needed the dragon to go to Sovngarde and save the world from the impending dragon crisis. Know what I mean? We don't need to go fishing at the moment. Mail, helmet, boots. Well, we're collecting some buckets at least. Oh, this is a whole like smithing place. Neat. Bucket. Get some more free salmon. Allowed to loot these? No. Take that bucket though. And that one was hiding. Okay, so there's a workbench here. Rhinestone there. Okay, and there's some people to talk to. It's me and Greet.
Looking to hire a boat?
Court.
I can take you to any port on the coast.
I'd like to hire your
Where you
boat.
headed?
Oh. Oh, you can take us to Solitude or Dawnstar. Never mind.
All right.
I can fast travel to Solitude, but I've never been to Dawnstar. Steal from Fish Barrel.
Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
Good to know. Alright, Sogalaf.
Talk to Captain Gowland if you're looking to book passage. If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gowland. Captain Gowland does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate. Talk to Captain Gowland if you're looking to book passage. If you're looking for passage,
Okay.
talk to Captain Gowland.
Leglite.
The Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go. If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gallant. If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gallant.
Okay. Have a look at this ship. Can we grab anything from here? We can fish. That's about it, really.
Never much cared for Windhelm. Place is depressing.
Kya,
Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire any more crew right now.
you're the ship captain?
The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't tolerate any disloyalty. You looking for work? Got a sailor who thought running a gang of thieves would be more money than hauling my cargo.
Or you weren't hiring.
You make an example of that gang. I'll give you a year's worth of pay.
And how much is that? Fair as good as dead.
That's the spirit. Right. See you round.
Kill the leader of Stony Creek Cave. Cool. New quest. We're not obviously not doing it right now. But there you go.
I'm a lot happier out here on the deck than I am wandering around in that ruin of a city.
Down.
I heard those Forsworn out west live in caves. Can't be any worse than trying to live in Windhelm.
Ouch.
Can't wait until we raise anchor. Anytime the boat's not moving, start to get impatient. Out with it.
You don't know what freedom really means until you've lived on the river. Been on the river since I could walk. Wouldn't trade it for the world. While you're on my boat, follow my rules. First rule is, don't touch anything that doesn't belong to you.
I actually can't physically touch anything.
Yeah? Need something? Yeah?
Okay. Talk to everyone?
The Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
Did we talk to you?
Looking up. I can take you
All
to
right,
any
yeah.
port on the coast.
Cool. Alright, Captain
Gowland
Gallant.
does the business around here. I'm just a
Gallant Salt Sage. That's
If
pretty
you're
cool.
looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there.
Well, that's
anymore.
unfortunate because that's exactly where I want to go. What happened? Why won't you go back?
It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the
Ah,
masks coming on board.
Cultists had masks.
Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim.
Kinda need you to help me out. Yes, you are. You're taking me to Solstheim.
Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there.
I'll pay you double your usual rate. You owe me. Those cultists you brought here tried to kill me. People are trying to kill me. I'm not taking no for an answer, or I'll be back. Let's be nice. I guess. Let him know that he almost led to my death, even though the cultists didn't really come close to killing me.
Look, I'm sorry about your troubles, but I've got to look out for myself. I'm not going to risk it.
Do I even have 500
Whatever
gold?
you want. The answer isn't going to be any different later, though.
Wait, I don't have any gold? Did I put it in the chest? Oh no, it's right at bottom right, 513. I have just enough. What about Ayla? Can she come with me too?
I already told you. I'm not going back to Solstheim.
People are trying to kill me. I'm not taking. I'll pay you double your usual rate. We're a good guy.
Well, a man's got to make a living after all.
Really?
Fine. We'll cast off immediately.
You do realize I paid you most of what I own. Solstheim was part of Skyrim until the Hiking gave it to Morrowind. Served as a refuge for the Dharma after the events of the Red Year. Some history behind Solstheim. Well, oh, we got a cutscene. We can't move around, so this is the only view we get.
Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again.
I paid you double, shush.
You can figure out what's going on around here.
That's the idea, genius. But yeah, that's cool. They have a whole cutscene for a DLC questline. It's pretty neat. Raven Rock discovered. Outlander, arrive on Solstheim. Achievement unlocked. Search for information about Miraak. Okay. Is this guy trying to talk to me?
Talk to Captain Galland.
I don't recognize
Oh,
you.
there you go.
So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intention.
I'm looking for Miraak. I'm looking for Miraak, you know, might as well be straight with him. I don't... Like, I'm gonna have to trust someone for information here. Look at that mean-looking guard in the background. I've got to admit, the armor's cool. Maybe I'll have to kill some of those guys, who knows.
Miraak, I'm not sure. What I do? Just
You
remember,
don't sound sure.
Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redderin. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws.
I don't know your
Any
laws,
questions?
actually. You know who Miraak is?
I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it.
Can you tell me anything about him?
I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone. I'm not sure what.
Okay, so we got a lead at least, but he doesn't seem to know much about Miraak, but the name is ringing a bell. Why are you so suspicious of visitors?
I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern.
Has security been an issue?
This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share.
What's the city of Blacklight?
After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down.
What do your titles mean?
Councillor Morvain is House Redderin's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced.
Oh, I was going to ask. Yeah, it read my mind. Raven Rock is purely a Dharma settlement?
Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles. But when House Redderin took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, We're proud to call it home.
Alright. And what is the city of Blacklight?
Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't
Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to learn about your homeland.
Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there.
So, I have not seen... I don't remember seeing Blacklight mentioned in any of the books we've read. And we've read a lot of books that are based on stuff that happened in Morrowind. The city, not Elder Scrolls 3 the Morrowind, but... Not city, Morrowind's like the country. The Dharma country. The Argonians invaded Morrowind?
Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region.
I didn't know that either.
Nobody seems certain why it happened. Attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both.
Probably one leading to the other.
Maybe thousands of Dunmen
Oh, hello.
lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
Alright, good talk, Agro.
Giallan, I'm starting to wonder what happened to.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even asked, yes, I have the supplies you requested.
So you were going to come back here anyway?
But what?
This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Giallan, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Or you're skimming off the top?
All these years, they're gouging us on every last trait we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing. Just pay me when you can.
Okay, interesting.
I've sworn to keep Councillor Morvain safe, and I intend to take that oath.
The Northern
Brave.
Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
We are watching you.
Okay, roger that.
Yes?
How long have you been a sea captain, Gallant?
I've been sailing the Northern Maiden across the Sea of Ghosts for nearly 20 years now. Might be time to find a new home port, though, the way things are going around here.
Alright, we don't want to go back to Skyrim.
May the wind be at your back, friend.
I guess we paid 500 gold. Technically, we brought Ayla with us, so we paid for 2 tickets. So, you know, I'm not as mad at the guy anymore. Where's the guard that was here? I want to talk to the guard. Yeah. Guess they're not here anymore. Alright, well. I guess that would be the Earthstone, huh? Let's have a look at the map. Alright, so Solstheim is like its whole... got its own map, its own island. It's basically like another realm. I wonder if we could swim back to Skyrim if we wanted to. I'm not going to try it, but I wonder if you could. Maybe I'll try it off camera one day. Alright, Ayla, let's test the Solstheim waters, shall we? Actually.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Giallan.
Let's see what's over there. Fishing. There's urns with Ashian. Apparently that's food. Fishing map, Solstheim. Cool. That could be useful. Alright, yeah, I didn't even mean to do that. Is this a harvestable plant? Scavecraw. Interesting. Alright, let's head in that direction now. Let's go. Grab some fish. There's some nern root here, some spiky grass. Ashen grass pod. Let's this under here? Clam. Harvested the clam. Okay, let's eat the ashen grass pod and find out what it does. Resist fire. Cool. Aren't Dhamma, are they vulnerable to fire or resistant to it? I can't remember. I'm sure there was something to do with fire. Alright, there's some people over there. They don't appear to be hostile, so we'll go chat to them in a sec. Trauma root. Just picking plants across the coast. Alright, that's enough of that. Or is it? Some scave crawl. Let's eat some. Ravage health. What the heck is ravage health mean? Am I gonna regret eating that? Am I dead? Oh. Nightshade, well, we've seen plenty of that before. Oh. This green... Oh, what? There's a... Oh, cool, there's a dragon. They can attack Solstheim, too. Oh, it goes underwater. Oh, blood dragon. Oh, yeah, these guys... tough. Okay. We've got a whole city behind us, so hopefully we're okay. Are they going to help, or are they just going to dip? Good job, Ayla. Keep doing that. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of damage there, buddy. How's about we eat some cabbage stew? And some cooked beef. Look at the damage we do with standing attacks though. I love how Ayla's still like pumping it full of arrows while this animation's happening. Yeah, that was a very smooth animation there. Well, the villagers didn't really help much. Come on, guys. Don't you care that a dragon's attacking your precious Earthstone? And isn't this gonna really bother all of those cultists that thought I was the false Dragonborn? That I'm just like literally absorbing a dragon soul in front of them? Who knows? I'll grab that money. Alright then, let's
that we might remember.
remember what? Are you guys okay? There's the Earthstone. Ruins Lerivu.
By night we reclaim what by day was stolen.
What do you want about?
Far from ourselves, he grows ever near to us.
Who?
Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were
I'm
idle.
trying to get the whole thing from you. Can you?
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be.
Which world? Our world?
Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten. Here do we toil, that we might remember. By night.
Okay, I
we
think we've
reclaim
heard this part. Veteran guard.
What by day was stolen, far from ourselves, he grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded, now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle, now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten, here do we toil, that we might remember. By night we recline.
Alright, so pretty much exactly the same thing.
What by day was stolen, far from ourselves.
Oh, cool, a bunch of hammers. Shovel?
Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see.
Alright, it seems like a bit of a cult. Well, we were attacked by cultists. They're all just repeating the same mindless stuff.
Our hands once were idle.
Now you're slaving away. There's ruins again.
You there.
Oh,
You
hello.
don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
Alright, Ayla, you stay there just in case he tries anything. I'm looking for someone named Miraak.
Miraak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Miraak's been dead for thousands of years.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Miraak's toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
So everyone doesn't seem to know much. But we're getting small leads here and there. So reach the temple of Miraak. What are these people doing?
Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
Their hands aren't idle anymore. Have you tried to stop this?
Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on. And I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
That would be pretty interesting though. I probably wouldn't stop it either. I'd like figure out what are they building. I'd try and guess. What can you tell me about Morrowind?
When the city of Vivek was destroyed, it took decades for us to rebuild. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but someday we will rise again.
Oh, you can tell me more?
It's the homeland of the Dunmer. The lesser races call us Dark Elves. We built great works there, like Vivek and Aldrun. Many of them are destroyed now, either by Red Mountain or the Argonian invasion.
Interesting. Think there's more?
There is the big island of Ardenfell, and the coastal mainland.
Mm-hmm.
House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself.
Keep going.
The ignorant think it is only a place of ash.
Oh, there are volcanoes there too.
It has rolling green plains and swamps and verdant hills.
I mean, volcanic isn't like after a volcanic eruption, isn't the ground like much more fertile? Like that's one of the positives to living in a volcanic area. What can you tell me about Morrowind?
It is the only place where silt striders can be
Silt
found.
striders.
Although I managed to transplant a few here when I
Oh,
arrived.
is that like an animal of some sort? Didn't really tell me what it was.
You are too young to remember the Never. He defeated Dagorthur and saved us all from the Blight.
Keep going.
Red Mountain dominates the island. Every now and then, ash and debris from an eruption land on our shores.
Okay, well, thank you for the Morrowind history lesson, Neloth. I appreciate the depth.
I thought so.
No. You sound particularly keen to continue the conversation. Murdering God.
I wonder if a dragon could be
But
captured.
they
alive.
have forgotten.
It would make a fascinating test subject.
You already did it.
Here do we toil.
Wait, there's a pickaxe? Oh, right, that thing there.
That we might remember.
There's another named person here. I guess we could have just walked round instead of going into the water. Let's try eating some trauma root. Weakness to shock. Give me that Ashiam. So what's this then? Severin Manor. Okay. Duly noted. A veteran guard with a very cool helmet. I have to say, I love those, like, the ones with the, like, what would you call it? A visor? I don't know. It's like the one eye slot. Right? It's like a line across. I really can't describe it very well. But, like, you saw it. You know what I mean. Okay, abandoned building. Interesting. Smelter. This is like the town centre. Okay. Let's talk to some people here. Drayla Alor.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place.
Do you know someone called... Oh, let's you don't like it on Soulside?
Don't like it. I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that?
Why not return to Morrowind?
Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone.
Oh. How'd your mother die?
We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh.
The Argonian invasion, huh?
Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there were still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible.
Do you know Miraak?
I think so, but I'm not sure where I heard the name.
Is there anything you can tell me?
I don't know why, but I'm thinking about a temple.
So
Here
people
on-
only know about the temple.
Maybe it was just a bad dream. Keep
Okay.
yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
Roger that. Glover Mallory, you related to well, I don't know who you're related to.
This island's
We've
got
seen a
to be
character
by
called
the
Mallory.
bubble. What's the point trying to make a life here?
You haven't seen Cresius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again.
I don't know who that is. Why all the fuss over a simple pickaxe?
No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know.
Can't you just get the guard to find Cressius?
I prefer to handle these things on my own.
Or with me?
Look, if you see Cressius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble.
Okay. There's another little side quest. How did you end up in Raven Rock?
A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften.
Ah, so he might be related to Delvin Mallory if he came here from Riften. Who taught you that?
I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to...
Is that what that armor is? Bone mold?
Put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since.
What's an ancient Nordic pickaxe?
It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is.
And what's Stalrim?
Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Cressius borrowed came from the Skull village.
Ah, that's why you can't ask the gods.
Traded them some goods for it.
Is Stalrim a type of ore?
Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that.
I assume it's rare.
I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do.
Oh, now I can ask him what he's got for sale.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Alright, Glover. Dwarven, arrow, sword, war axe. We've only got 300 gold here. It's not much we can afford. Oh, if we had arrows, they'd be here, right? Yeah, we've got Dwarven and Elven arrows. Nordic arrows. Take one. Nordic sword. Interesting. Orcish battle axe, great sword, warhammer. You need a battle. Well, can you even afford one? Probably not, right?
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to
Bone mold armor. Can afford to buy his bone mold boots. And chitin armor as well. This is a light armor. So bone mold's the heavy armor of Solstheim, chitin's the light armor. Okay, chitin plates. Definitely don't have. Corundum ingot / ore. Don't need. Neck leather. Definitely don't have that. Orichalcum ingot, quicksilver ingot. We need a quicksilver ingot. Can't afford it. Okay. Do you know someone called Miraak?
No, wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name.
Seems like everyone here's under this weird spell. Which is it? Yes or no?
I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this.
Okay.
You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Okay, there's a whole blacksmith over here. Let's talk to Milori Yenth, who has a bunch of alchemy ingredients we cannot take from him.
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies?
Okay.
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Possibly. Do you have any rare ones? You only have 71 gold here. So we probably can't really afford anything worth too much.
Take a look.
About food. Honey nut tree ale. Ingredients. Ash hopper jelly. Take some of that. Probably can't afford much else. Oh wait, Emperor Parasol Moss. Yeah, we can't really afford much else. Yeah, we got 8 gold. We can't afford anything else. Where did you learn your alchemy skills?
After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lani, the town's alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit.
Why'd you leave?
It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help.
Okay. How has Raven Rock needed your help?
As you can imagine, the eruption of the Red Mountain took an awful toll on Solstheim. Hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparently too tainted for fishing.
I was able to fish on that
According to
ship.
Councillor Morvain, my husband's been Raven Rock's most important food source for decades.
You're selling quite a few exotic ingredients.
Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous.
Let me guess.
Beyond the board.
I can help you? Yeah. I could gather some for you.
That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort.
Okay. How about telling me about Miraak?
I don't think so. Though it sounds like a name I've heard before.
Can you tell me anything about him?
I hear that name, and I see a temple here on Solstheim. What could that mean?
Okay.
Careful with those netches. They may look tame, but they can seriously hurt you when threatened.
Okay. Grab all of that ash yam. An open chest. That's pretty rare. Pocket. And I guess what Sujama. What the hell is Sujama? We're learning a lot of stuff here. Namely where all the ash yam is. So are these just like... Am I just looting like ashes of dead people from these urns? I guess so, right?
Always a pleasure to watch when a man like you walks by.
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just here gathering some ingredients. And that one had cabbage and apple. Okay. Don't cough at me. Oh, there's another urn here. I almost missed a carrot. Iron guard. Okay. please. Well, we know what the most popular ingredient here is. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Oh, there's a whole farm here. I know they said food was hard to come by, so I probably shouldn't be grabbing all of this, but gotta make my living now. We have like 8 gold left. So over here then, wood chopping, smelter. Is this a mine? Raven Rock Mine, yes. It's nice to get an assumption right every now and then. Okay, let's talk to Garen Yen.
Welcome to Raven Rock, traveler. Could I interest you in any fine ash-grown foods?
What do you have for sale?
Got the best merchandise on the island. Have a look for yourself.
I probably can't afford any of it, but let's see. Flynn. Restore 20 stamina, decrease stamina regen. Okay, that's probably like alcohol. Shine. Similar. Sujama. Okay, so these are all like alcohol, I'm guessing. Salt pile. Next lever. Okay. What exactly is ash-grown food?
The Dunmer have been growing food in the ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh.
Oh right, volcano, makes sense.
And now with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever.
Is magic involved?
No. Only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash.
That's interesting.
This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience.
What'll you give me for these?
Well, take a look at what I have, and maybe we can make a deal.
Okay, I can sell him stuff too. Oh, so this is replacing what do you have for sale? Do you know someone called Miraak?
I think so, but I can't remember how I know him. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
You know him or not?
I'm not sure. I think so. But the only thing that comes to mind is a shrine near the Earthstone. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Nice. Can I loot that out? Yeah, I can.
My wife and I are doing the best we can to keep Raven Rock fed.
I wonder what happens if you get arrested here. Wonder if it's any different from Skyrim. Pocket. Okay, Fefis Alor.
Want to buy anything?
You're the, I guess you're the dad of that girl we talked to earlier. What you got for sale?
Take a look.
Oh, he has a lot of stuff. I love the unique soundtrack that Solstheim has, by the way. I did notice it earlier, I just didn't comment on it. And we definitely can't afford any of his stuff, but good to know it's over here. Can afford some straw, but I don't think we really need that. Do you sell any special mining gear?
Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. Popular little item.
What's an East Empire pendant?
It's an amulet that was made exclusively for the East Empire Company. They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point, a kind of reward for extra effort. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them.
I guess I can help with that. Where can I find them?
They could be anywhere on the island. The mines might be a good place to start. If you find any while you're exploring Solstheim, bring them here, and I'll pay you for them.
Locate the East Empire pendants for Fevis, Alor, and Ravenlock. Okay, another side quest. Are sales that bad out here?
Bad? What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today?
Pretty bad,
I'm
then.
to contact my friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm.
You have friends at the East Empire Company?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once.
I don't know who that is.
The lady who runs the East Empire Company.
I do know, but my character doesn't know.
The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim.
Okay.
Ah, you're just like the rest of the folks around.
That was the only thing I could say.
Mark my words. The East Empire Company will return to Ravenlock. And when they do, I'll be at the top of their list.
What exactly do you sell here?
The question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here?
You have a pretty decent variety, to be fair.
Supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it.
Where did you get all these items?
Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up.
I see. Do you know Miraak?
I think I maybe had a dream about someone with that name.
Tell me about your dream.
It was very strange. Was I building something? A shrine down on the beach near the Earthstone?
Ah, so everyone's been building, it seems.
The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone unturned.
Gotcha. Alright, anyone else we haven't talked to yet? What about that girl that was like, it's nice to see a man like you? She seems to have gone though. I guess it's bedtime for everybody. Okay. Let's cook some stuff over at the lab. And keep one ashen grass pod. Okay. Yeah, everyone's gone to bed. Okay, let's go back to the shrine. That is where I wanted to go, wasn't it? Because there was more over there.
By night we reclaim, far from ourselves. He grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten, here do we toil, that we might remember. By night we reclaim.
Okay, same old stuff. Elof.
What by day was stolen.
Runs. Yep. Is there anyone else here? Reverend God. Ooh, grab that torchbox.
Far from ourselves.
He grows ever near to
Okay.
us.
Can we do any... Oh, there's someone praying at the shrine. Oh, it's Roans. Okay. And the Veteran Guard. There's still the Blood Dragon there. What happens if we activate the Earthstone? Oh.
Your eyes. That seems inadvisable. Oh, fascinating. By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting the others. Once were idle.
I've been enslaved by Miraak.
I wonder how long this effect will last. Perhaps it is permanent.
And when the world shall listen.
That would be a shame. You are an interesting exception to the otherwise universal phenomenon.
I know, I was just standing there taunting me while I can't do anything.
Do you hear me? Do you have any free will left? Or are you completely under this outside influence like the others?
Can I come out of this? I probably can, but I want to see if there's more dialogue.
That you might remember.
It appears that you were not as unusual after all.
What faithless minds have stolen.
Wait for him to say one more thing. Okay, I can probably come out of this.
Now, through me, do you see?
No, I don't think I can come out of this. Can I?
Now, through
when the world shall listen.
And when the world remembers.
I don't think I can come out of this.
Here in my shrine. That you have forgotten.
Oh.
Ah, so you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will. Fascinating.
I had to actually physically move.
Not advise touching the stone again. The effects of repeated contact could be... Unless, of course, you'd like to contribute to my investigation. It could be very enlightening to observe you. The ash from Red Mountain holds secrets. Secrets I mean to uncover.
By night we recline.
Okay, so don't touch the Earthstone again. That's the lesson we've learnt here. Yeah, I guess. Oh damn, there's a temple over here, there's Skull Village. Okay, so this is going to be quite the trip. Let's fast travel back to Raven Rock. Did not have enough time to read that caption. Let's put our weapons away. Okay, we've got Galdrus Lervu.
Excuse me, but the temple is for followers of our faith alone. Outsiders aren't welcome.
I'm gonna take your ration.
Elder Kroloth is grooming me to be his eventual replacement. Soon I'll be running the temple my way.
What do I care? You're not gonna let me in. Oh, there's an apple.
If they desire salvation, the citizens of Raven Rock need to open their eyes.
And their pockets, right?
Their pockets.
Like most religions, then. Do you know someone called Miraak?
Miraak. It sounds very familiar.
Not someone here, but
I'm not sure I can recall.
Is he someone you know or not?
I can't be sure. I know I've heard that name, but
it doesn't feel real. Does that make any sense?
Nope.
Non-believers are never welcome here.
Okay. Well, I guess this is sort of like a pilgrimage. I think we're going into wild territory. I wonder if Solstheim has any unique creatures. I mean, we heard about, what was it, the silt something? A few of them had been smuggled here by that guy. So, we'll see. Keep on your guard, Ayla. Oh, he didn't want to come with me. Okay. That's fine. Creep cluster. Ash creep cluster. Okay, so everything here is ash, I guess. There's ash everywhere. Well, at least one thing hasn't changed. Desperate fight to climb above rocks. Ooh. Campsite. Ominous sounding music. Ooh, there is a miner trapped under a cart. He's got some gold though. He's got an apple pie too. An emerald. These guys weren't poor. Not a Nord need. Strongbox. Amethyst, gold ring, sure. There's a bunch of ores around here. I guess this is gold. Okay, neat. Okay. And it's green stuff. Emerald geode. First time we've seen one of those. Just one emerald per one, it seems. I'm just exploring a little bit. Can eat some ash creep cluster. Damage stamina. It's alright, we've got plenty. Is there anything else in this campsite? Not really. Okay, well, we've still got Yeah, it's got quite a ways to go till we hit the temple. Is that it? It's on the mini-map. Looks far away on the map, but maybe the scale of Solstheim is quite small. So what looks like a long distance on a map might not be so long a distance. No, that's not something we can harvest. No wild creatures this yet. I wonder what that is. Is that a giant? Nope, it's just a rock. Looks sort of like a giant for some reason. I wonder if they're building another temple to Miraak. Maybe that's what they're doing. That would make sense. So are those people who touch the stone or a dragon corpse? That's a clue. Because this is a Dragon Ball DLC. A bunch of dragon bones over here. So I'm not the only one that can kill dragons, or has been. And there's more workers over here.
What by day was stolen? From ourselves.
Reaver.
He grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his temple, that they have forgotten, here do we toil, that we might remember.
Alright, Tokyo? Oh, there we go, discovered it now.
What by day was stolen.
You're not a dumber.
From ourselves. He grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his temple, that they have forgotten. Here do we toil.
Okay. I want to try something, and I'm going to load the save afterwards.
By night we reclaim.
Okay. We can't kill them. Oh, we can kill some of them.
Far from ourselves. Huh?
We snapped her out of it.
He grows
No, we
ever
didn't.
near.
Okay, I didn't actually want to do that. I just wanted to see what would happen if I did do that. We're not killing people.
That
Just for
we
being
might
enslaved.
remember.
Okay, who have we got here? Another
What
Reaver?
by day was stolen.
Circulk.
Far from ourselves. Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his temple, that they have forgotten. Here do we toil, that we might remember. By night we reclaim what by day was stolen. Far from ourselves, he grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded.
Is this Ayla? Yeah, what are you doing, Ayla? Just stairs, man.
Now through him do we see.
Okay. Bunch more corpses. Yeah, he's killed a lot of dragons, it seems. Be ready for a fight just in case. There's someone up here.
Now through them does he speak.
Oh, you're just called Reaver.
And when the world shall listen, when the world shall see.
I mean, the structures does seem like a kind of a dragonic sort of hangout.
Here in his temple.
Reaver Outlaw.
That they have forgotten.
How does a Reaver become a Reaver Outlaw?
Here do we toil, that we might remember. By night we reclaim what by day was stolen. Far from ourselves, he grows ever near to us.
How are you an outlaw when you're basically enslaved?
Blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle.
Wait, what?
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his temple, that they have forgotten.
Oh, someone's preaching to them.
That we might remember.
You must leave this place.
Free.
You must fight against what is controlling. We must leave this place. Isra, I'm here to help you. You must leave this place.
What by day was stolen.
Oslav, please. You must listen to me. Isra, can you hear me? You must leave this place.
I wonder if I Fusrodad them and snap them out of it. I'm not going to do it.
We must leave this place.
Okay.
Now through him do we see.
Here's some.
You must leave this place.
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, and when the world shall see.
You must leave this place.
And when the world...
That world will cease to be. Here in his temple. That they have forgotten. Here do we toil, that we might remember. By night we reclaim what by day was stolen. Far from ourselves.
Oh, there we go.
He grows ever near to us.
Can you hear me?
Our eyes once
Talk to Free.
blinded.
Okay.
Now through him do we see.
Talk to Oslaf.
Hands once were idle, now to them does he speak. And when the world shall listen, when the world shall see, and when the world remembers, that world will cease to be. Here in his temple, that they have forgotten. Here we toil, that we might remember. By night we reclaim what by day was stolen. Far ever near to us. Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him we see. Hands once were
Okay.
You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here?
I'm here to go to work. It's not nice to answer her question with a question, but who are you?
I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge.
Oh, so these are from the Skal town. Oh, I guess these were mostly Nords then? Skal sounds sort of Nordic. Save them from what?
I am unsure.
As if we can't tell.
Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself.
Seems like the stones
My
are already
father,
corrupted.
Storm, our shaman, says Miraak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible.
This Miraak tried to have me killed.
Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below.
Okay, talk to Free, find the source of Miraak's power. I hear a monster. But let's ignore that for a while. You're here by yourself?
There are few of us left unaffected by this curse. My father, Storm, the shaman, protects them in the village. I fashioned an amulet to guard me against whatever has taken hold of the Skal.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Only one of its kind. If I cannot find a way to save them, there is no hope.
What?
Someone there.
Oh, we're under attack. Oops, I hit Free.
Gone now, I suppose.
Gold, resist magic, fast healing, heals the caster 75 points. And a bunch more cultist stuff. Blister warts, extra magica. Ayla.
Far from ourselves.
Please don't tell me they enslaved you too. Well, you probably got stuck, didn't you? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to drop some stuff then. Woodcutter's axe would probably make sense. Or some shovels. Where did Free go? Is she gone all the way in here? Yeah, she has. Well, that's annoying. That sort of interrupted our conversation. But you know what? We will save... Is there other people here? Yes, sir, Enslaved. Right, you know what? We will save this quest, the Temple of Miraak, for the next episode. Let's... Can we go back to Skyrim? Yeah, we can. Cool. So it's not like some places where you go to and you have to stay there for the duration of the quest. We can go back to Skyrim whenever we want.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gyalan.
I'm aware. Did Ayla find us again? Yeah, I needed you earlier, Ayla. I lost a woodcutter's axe. I lost 2 shovels because of you. I'll never forgive you. Yes, I know we're werewolves. Thanks for reminding me, Ayla. I won't be mad at you anymore.
Well, if it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoral witches, how can I assist you, companion?
Oh. I know my rep.
I'm spoken for, you know, so don't get any ideas.
Why does everyone... I'm clearly with a girl, even though we're not actually together. Why would you assume that I would be after you? Alright, alchemy. Lingering damage magic. Gonna keep that. Oh, we have loads of pickaxes. It's 84 ashyams. Jeez. I mean, it's not like they will weigh me down that much, but you know. Cooked brook bass, probably. Yeah. I'll put one ashyam here too. Pheasant roast. Yep. Ingredients: ash creep cluster, ash chocolate jelly, ashen grass pod, emperor parasol moss, cave craw. I mean, I guess you have way too many of them. And ravage health. I'm still not quite sure what the difference is between damage health and ravage health. I assume ravage health is meant to be worse, but not sure. Oh, let's learn fast healing. It could come in handy. All the baskets and buckets we picked up. Right. Okay, I guess we will end the episode there. So, we've started the Dragonborn DLC. We made it to Solstheim. We had to pay double, but we did get to bring Ayla with us, so that's not too bad. We found a bunch of people who seemed to be building something, but they didn't really seem to be quite there or conscious of what they were doing. They were just sort of entranced, and we were managed to experience that a little bit ourselves by touching the Earthstone, and that made us work for quite a while. There's a few people who aren't under the spell, and even the people who aren't under the spell don't seem to be concerned with the people who are, and they don't really say anything about it, and they barely know who this Miraak is, who apparently everyone is building for. Yeah, we met the fine citizens of Raven Rock. We got a lot of side quests as well. We got 3 side quests. I thought it was more, but yeah, we got 3 side quests as well. We met the citizens. They all seemed a bit confused as to who Miraak was. All they could talk about was temples and dreams. Then we went to the temple and we saw more people entranced and building. There was one person called Free. It was Free, wasn't it? Yeah, her name is Free, and she is also Free. Who wasn't under the spell and was trying to help everyone else. And she insisted we go down into the temple to investigate. And while I was asking her some more questions, we were rudely interrupted by some cultists who attacked us and tried to kill us, but we were able to take them out, no problem. But yeah, in the next episode, we'll be doing, well, let's read the summary. After an attempt on my life, I've tracked the people responsible to the Isle of Solstheim. Where someone named Miraak has a temple near the center of the island. It's time to find out what's going on. And in the next episode, we will be doing a quest called the Temple of Miraak. We'll be searching the temple and looking for more answers on what's going on, because there's still a lot of questions that need to be asked. But yeah, an interesting start. I learned a lot about Morrowind, about Solstheim, about the citizens and what they're doing and what kind of state they're in. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how the rest of this quest line plays out. But it's been your boy Snowflake. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next episode of Skyrim. Take care, and goodbye.